on. Tell us.
Welcome to Game 3 of Week 5's MNBL action. We got the Pistons and the Hawks here. Both teams coming off some pretty rough losses, hoping to step it back up here today.
Well, Ian Bradwell's Ben always representing. Elias Feldman on the camera. Sean Hickey representing the Sixers. And these Hawks have been struggling as of late. They lost their last couple. Big loss yesterday where they had a chance to knock off the undefeated Sixers. Their offense was very much lacking, and Baptiste never got involved in the offense. So hopefully today they'll correct it. Pistons, very big chance yesterday of getting a victory. Lost by 2 in the last seconds of the game. They were up by 21 at one point over the Sonics. So the Sonics still stay a game behind the Sixers. And the Hawks are 4-2 now, so they need to do some work.
Well, Bradworth, as you mentioned, Baptiste needs to get back in the action, and he did there, getting the first 2 points for his Hawks team as it's tied at 2.
Well, he did miss the first free throw. And Belen Daniel starts off like he did yesterday, a record-setting 9 3-pointers yesterday for Belen Daniel of the Pistons. The previous record was held by 2 people who had 6 each. Last year's Bobby Skane had 6. In 1995, I believe, Brian Resendez of the Lakers had 6.
Wow, so he destroyed that record.
He shattered. And he's probably going to try to break the record. All he does is shoot threes. If he goes to take a layup, he misses. But he hits them, so who cares?
Well, he did have 8 3-pointers coming into the weekend. He's already doubled that with this last game.
He had 9 already. He had 9 to start this weekend. He had 9 yesterday, and he got another one today.
Well, Stat Boy needs to update his stats.
His stats are all off.
Oh, yeah?
That's why you go to the other official stats.
Oh, all right.
You put them.
Right behind you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pistons have jumped to a 5-2 lead. Couple minutes in, yep, there you go.
I double-checked all the stats yesterday. Every stat I have in mine is correct. I had the book at my house, and I checked every game.
Sounds good.
That's why those are the official, unofficial stats, and these are the official. So if you look at the game today and you go by the numbers, that's how I like to do it. I calculate. The Hawks would be a 1-point underdog to these Pistons. The Pistons average 50, the Hawks average 49. So the Pistons, who only have 2 wins on the year, would be the favorite.
Out of bounds goes back to the Pistons. They'll inbound from underneath the basket. Marcus Bailey, well short. Rebound to Generazio.
No, that's not Generazio. That was McMillan. Generazio is not on the court. Jonathan LaRose with the 3 misses. Actually, Generazio is on the bench. He's number 3.
All right. Well, the number. All right, that is McMillan. You're right. I have a 3 with a cross out of the 8, so it looks like a 31.
Okay. Well, that's what McMillan is.
I see now.
Now you know. It's your first weekend back. It's okay.
Yeah. Sorry for the little rust.
The only people who are going to be upset is Mom and Pa McMillan anyway.
Oh, sorry, Mom and Pa McMillan.
It's all right. We'll let it slide. You're a late bloomer. You came in late. You have plenty of excuses to use. Legally.
Washington with the miss. Tries to get his own rebound. It goes out of bounds. Right over to the Hawks.
Rodney Borgella, number 5, who's a lefty on the Hawks, I claim as the purest athlete in the MNBL this season.
We'll see if he can
produce athlete,
today.
Very quick, very strong. There's, I believe, 1 or 2 more that I feel can compete with him as far as athleticism goes.
0-0, Naylor. Actually, yep. Ties it up at 5. Turns it over. Hawks look to run the fast break. Here's McMillan taking it himself. Draws the blocking foul.
5-5 for a combination of 10.
Oh, all right. We're going to do that? All right.
Well, no, I only do it once in a blue moon because I really don't care.
I'll see if I can keep up.
Yeah. The Hawks need this win. They struggled, like I said. They lost the last 2. McMillan, before this weekend, was the league's leading free throw shooter with a minimum of, I think, 21 attempts or 15 attempts, something like that.
Makes the first and the second to give his team a 2-point lead. Bailey inbounds to Pierre, who will take it up court.
Now, what do you think of that hairdo? Maybe you should sport that next time you go down to the mother.
Yeah, I gotta sport the Jufro, you're right.
Yeah.
I tried it once, one day, and that was it. And that is probably the end.
Okay.
As Washington knocks it in. McMillan turns it over, but it's almost saved. Here come the Pistons. Turned over about 3 times in the last 5 seconds. Baptiste draws the foul.
That's on Steve Sands, who swears he didn't do a damn thing.
Already 2 on Steve Sands. Misses the first one, as we're tied at 7. About 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Knocks down the second to get his team up by 1. Pierre over to Bailey. Looking to go underneath, picked off by the Hawks. Here comes Celestin. Goes to the basket, left side for 2. It's 10-7 Hawks.
Sorry, they had to take that call. Morose by himself.
Well, now we're even. Morose knocks it down. Pistons looking to go underneath. Once again, it's stolen away. They'll get it right back. Paris.
Eddie Pierre.
Nice. Pierre. It's written down as Paris. I was saying Pierre earlier too. I was saying Pierre earlier too, and I finally look, and that's what it down. His coach.
Coach Conrad or
Coach
the
Conrad.
younger one? Coach Conrad spelled as Pierre, P-I-R-E.
P-I-R-R-I-E.
Paris.
And I heard him say Pierre, so
Maybe he
I
likes Paris.
Maybe.
He doesn't know how to spell Pierre, obviously.
You gotta love the confusion to start the ball games like that.
That's true. Hopefully I can help you fix that. 12-9 in favor of the Hawks. The Hawks, I get pictured at a 6-point victor, even though they're a 1-point underdog.
McMillan from the stripe.
See how much time he had to shoot it by himself?
Pistons were just standing around.
Yeah, the center was just looking at him going, I dare you to shoot it. Okay.
Who wouldn't from that distance?
He just hit 2 free throws from the same spot.
Exactly. Rufo, nice dish.
Oh, doesn't know how to use his left hand, Charles Washington.
Washington can't finish, and here come the Hawks. Celestin trying to take it himself. Instead,
That was
dishes it off.
Borgella. Number 5 is Borgella.
Oh, I'm looking
at the wrong team.
That's right. When it's out of order. See, I put it in order, and then the rosters go all changing on me.
Okay.
And I look for the teams that are in order. And I didn't see a 5 immediately on this roster, so I looked up.
All right, I see you. Baptiste at the line for the Hawks. Below average free throw shooter right now. He's a product of Malden High, former JV athlete.
So you're saying my average of 76.2 is mistake for Baptiste?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what you got. 50%, which still isn't too bad, but it's much worse than the 70-something that I had.
Well, he's got 16 for 21. I got 15 for 30. So there's a problem there. He must have missed the game.
Morose knocks it down for the Hawks, and they're up 16-9, just under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Pierre sets the pick for Daniels. Pierre now loses the handle. Hawks regain possession. Here's Morose. Nearly turned it over. McMillan saves it.
Way over to Borgello, the lefty. Nice pass to Baptiste, who gets... Oh, they got grabbed by... Now they're calling the foul, sorry.
Over the back, foul.
Okay, we got timeout Pistons. Now we got to fix the mistakes. Like how they do on, what is it, around the horn or something when he said, let's go to the mistakes.
Yeah. Step boy, what do you got?
We got quite a few mistakes here. Baptiste has adopted
PTI
30.
you're thinking of.
That's it, PTI.
Yes.
Pardon the interruption. So we'll pardon our interruption at this moment. We have a few mistakes on the stats, but it doesn't matter. We got to get the names right. We got to get the people right. The Pistons are playing the Hawks. The Hawks are 4-3. The Pistons are 2-5. Big win yesterday, or big loss. They could have had a win yesterday. The Hawks lost as well yesterday, so both teams are losing streaks right now, but Howard Jones, the most colorful coach in the league for the Pistons, rocking his Red Sox red, even though it's Patriot Sunday. But that's okay.
Well, it is Patriots shirt, if you look closely.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Patriots logo.
I thought it was a Red Sox hat and shirt.
Think of the old Patriots.
Yes, that's right, the old Pats. With the Patriot in the three-point stance.
Yes.
Kyle Rufo, Marcus Bailey, Eddie Pierre, Bellin Daniel, Charles Washington for the Pistons. The Hawks have Morose, Borgello, Baptiste, Generazio, and McMillan.
Pistons hope to break double digits here in this first quarter. We'll see if they can get any more points here. Pierre looks for Daniels. Daniels gives it right back to him. Pierre, the wide open three ball rims out. The offensive rebound. Charles Washington puts it right back, gets his team to 11 points. We're down to the final minute of the first quarter. Morose calling the offense. Here's Borgello. McMillan from the baseline. Front rims the three. Over the back foul on Morose. That's the first on Morose.
I mean, I'd like to, but I got to see what my time is. I'll call you back after this.
Pierre. Down low to Bailey. Bailey nearly throws it away. Saved by Washington, but here come the Hawks.
And Borgello on the strong side. He's a lefty.
Last chance for the Pistons before the quarter's over.
Got a reach and foul.
Whacked from behind.
Whacked from behind. What, did someone send a hit on him? Got whacked? Soprano-like hit? Didn't even say who it was. Oh my God, there's a brutal shot. Eddie Pierre, not known for his outside shooting ability.
That will end the first quarter as the Hawks have a 7-point lead. They're up 18-11.
The Hawks need this victory to keep in contention with the Bullets, who did win yesterday.
That's right, you do look at the standings here, and while the Sixers and Sonics are still well ahead, keeping with the Bullets, that's pretty much the top three right now. It comes down to the Hawks and Kings and Pistons, and it's just a mess. I mean, the Kings had a chance to beat the Celtics today to keep themselves right in the mix, and that was a heartbreaker at the buzzer beater.
But it shouldn't have been into that situation. It shouldn't have been that close of a game. The Celtics deserved to win that game, and they did so.
And if you're Coach Glenn, what does he tell his team after a game like that?
You blew it. Nothing you can say. They blew it themselves. They threw the ball away. Every opportunity they had the chance to get the lead back, they threw it away. They didn't go inside like they were told. They didn't listen to the head coach, Chris Rogers. He kept telling them, go inside. They kept shooting outside. They say cover the man, they let the man catch the ball. So they beat themselves, and that's all it was. They had a chance to beat a team that they beaten earlier this year, who was undermanned. Their second leading scorer was not here today. They only had 6 players. They should have went inside to get them in foul trouble, and they didn't. So they beat themselves, pretty much ending their season or playoff run. They would have to have a miracle to get back in, because their next 2 games are against the Sixers and the Hawks.
Borgel gets the rebound and he's fouled, so the Hawks will inbound from underneath their basket.
The Sixers defeated the Kings earlier this year by, I believe, 6 or 7, and the Hawks beat the Kings by 18.
McMillan from the top of the key. Borgel gives it right back to him. They go around the horn to Morose. Left side baseline, no good. Might have been a foul there, no call. Ball bounces around. Pistons finally pick up the loose ball.
Coach Javon Walcott looking for some foul calls down there near them, but it didn't happen.
Bailey puts up a floater. It goes.
Bailey's a flat-foot shooter. I don't understand that form. He has had a couple games where he's put in quite a few points. He had over 20 once. He had 17, I believe, last week.
He is averaging it well into double digits.
Yes, but I don't understand his form. It works for him, though.
Hey, what can you say? Sluston picks up his first foul. That's 6 on the team. Hawks inbound with a 5-point lead here. Just about 8:30 remaining in this half.
Wide open Daniel.
All by himself. Pistons, if they can get a stop here and get some shots of their own, they could get right back into this ball game. And here they come. They have numbers if they hurry. Bailey, awkward shot. And just like that, it's a 1-point ball game, and the Hawks need themselves a timeout.
The Hawks coaching staff definitely not accepting the fast break opportunities that the Pistons had. Bailey did make an awkward shot, very close, but they did lead him a little too far on that. Charles Washington with the putback. Hawks right now are in disarray.
Hey guys, get all the latest news on the MNBL. Pick up the Malden Evening News for just 50 cents. The paper comes out on Fridays.
I think it went up to 75.
Wow, really?
I think. Commish, is the paper 75 now? The Evening News, that's 75 cents now? It's still 50. All right, still 50. I apologize.
That's why you double check.
You got to check your stats.
Exactly.
And if you want updates on your favorite players or teams, go to mnbl19.tripod.com. Yes. Nesta's not here today, so we're not going to say 50.
Except just now.
Because a lot of people are too cheap to pay the 50 cent. That's right, I said 50, and it wasn't Nesta.
Even though you just said you weren't going to say it.
Well, I was just doing what he would. I said what he would say. Right. If he was here in the seat.
We get it.
But he's claiming that he's tired.
Baptiste will go to the line.
According to Nesta, he's 76%. According to the league stats, he's 50.
Now closer to 75 with that made free throw. And if he can hit here, which he can, he's back closer to you at the 50%.
Good hustle.
Hustle on the floor gets the offensive rebound. McMillan can almost put it back. They get a second chance. This time they'll go back to the line, drawing the foul again.
Baptiste with the hurt and hoop. Gets the basket and the foul.
He'll look to extend the 21-17 lead here.
I'm going to see if I have enough time to do this. I'm going to go over to the commission and I'm going to ask for last week's book.
Misses the first of the, actually misses, tries to get the three-point play, can't get it, and it's a jump ball. Hawks win the tip, but give it right back to the Pistons. Morales picks up the foul for the Hawks. Pistons push up court with Daniels. Bailey, jump shot no good. Rebound all over the place, saved by McMillan. They'll rush up court. He'll take it all by himself. Basket and a foul.
Johnny Mack with the hoop and the ham, the hurt and hoop, the hoop and the foul, whatever you want to call it. Still good.
Bailey picks up his foul. Second personal. Back into the game is Naylor for the Hawks. He converts the old-fashioned three-point play to extend the lead to 7.
So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to check the stats. I have all the previous week's games that the stats are up to date with in my hand. So I'm going to count Baptiste's free throws.
Oh, it's on now.
Did it yesterday and I was proven right. Hope I'm right again.
Meanwhile, actually in the game, Washington makes the basket. Hawks up 26-19. About 4.5 minutes to go in this first half. Rolls over to McMillan. Finds the cutter. Baptiste puts it up and in. It's 28-19. Hawks with the big lead. Daniels over to Bailey. Freeman. Just inside the line.
Get it over. Let's go to work. Look low, Sean. Low, Sean. First, Mike, first.
Morose directing the offense. McMillan, no good. Rebound, Washington. Nearly picked off by Borgella. It'll stay Pistons ball. Bailey at the top of the key. Behind the back pass. Here's Pierre. Bailey around the pick. Puts up the shot, draws the foul.
Okay, I have the final stats of the free throws for Michael Jean-Baptiste.
Yeah.
16 for 31. I was off by 1. Nesta's way off.
Well, his stats admittedly were before yesterday's games.
So am I. This is
Really?
not yesterday's games.
Interesting.
This is
Interesting.
from last week's games. The only thing updated yesterday was the front page.
All right.
So I will now change that.
I'm glad we're all on the same boat here.
Yes, I had him for 16 for 30.
Picked off by the Pistons. They have numbers if they hurry. Travel.
The Hawks are happy with that. They say good call.
And the Hawks will take a timeout here to regroup their offense. They're up 28-22, just under 3 minutes
Which is
remaining.
a combination of 50.
Which is a combination of 50.
All right, I'm in there. I got 2. I could do this. Go, ref, go, and Nesta Dudley like to keep an eye on the
I haven't
score.
taken math in years.
Yeah, well, I don't like to watch the score. I like to watch the play. They seem to focus more on the score because they have this hidden agenda against each other. I don't know what it is. They like to have fun up here. So it gives them a little release. Sean Hickey, the silent but deadly type up there behind the camera. We don't allow him a mic because we're afraid of what he's going to say. Plus, he can boast all he wants because, his team's in first place. thanks to him. I think he averages, what, like
I think he pointed to the
game?
field mic in front of him.
Well, yeah, we could, but we don't want him to touch the mic. 'Cause, you got to pay your dues to get on the mic here. And he has. He seems to be the only player in the MNBL to actually step up and do camera work. So if any player out there is listening to this game, you're more than welcome to come and help us in the cablecast booth. Jump on the camera. Maybe you too can get a Woo of the Week by Nesta. But if you don't try and help, you care more about making fun of your friends on the court, then go ahead. But it would be nice to, have some people helping. Maybe that's what you're going to do for your career. Maybe you're going to school for TV technology or camera work or something. Come on down and help us out.
Check out Emerson College while you're at it. We have pretty good programs for that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Downtown Boston.
I myself was looking into the Cambridge School of Broadcasting. I got approved. I was accepted.
And
I haven't done anything since.
All right.
But I just got approved a few months ago.
Months?
Well, I've been very busy, as everyone knows.
Yes.
I have a little thing going on this year that's taking up a lot of my time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It all started during a blistery Christmas morning. Well, actually just before Christmas, and I took a flight out to California, and I almost lost my lunch because I don't like airplanes. I flew out to San Francisco, California on December 21st.
Beautiful area.
It's not a bad area.
Been there a couple times myself.
I think so. Isn't that where the old counterpart of yours is from?
Feldman, yes.
Yes.
Elias Feldman, if you don't know, is up in New Hampshire doing broadcasting for
where I am from.
the ABA.
New Hampshire.
Manchester
He's not quite
Monarchs.
there, but he's in there. Yes. I'm about another, I'd say, 45 minutes away from Manchester, a little deeper in.
Doing the home radio broadcasts.
Yes. Nice put back by Borgella, who couldn't keep his balance. His equilibrium seems off.
Elias and I will actually be doing a broadcast together next week for Emerson.
Really?
It'll be our first game together since last year's MNBL championship.
Are you
game.
going to come here Sunday and do it together?
Sundays?
Or you bang out on us?
Sundays, I'll be here. Sundays, he's often up in New Hampshire, which is...
Oh, so every Sunday he has the gig.
And Saturdays, we have Emerson games.
Oh, okay, so we'll never see him again.
Well, he'd hope to stop.
Backstabber, two-face.
He said he'd hope to stop in at least once.
He won't ever hear this broadcast because I just called him a few names.
Exactly.
All right, so I ain't worried about him.
He doesn't live in Malden.
Punk. Seriously, he's not going to hear these, right?
Unless I tell him, but...
Yeah, well, I love the guy. He's a great guy.
And you guys always call him Elijah, too.
I don't. I have to correct Nestor all the time.
Exactly. I was watching
I have a friend, Elias.
the opening season special of yours, and as soon as he said his name, it came out Elijah.
Yes, and I said I think it's Elias. If you watch the rebroadcast on atllive.com, you can check that out. I did correct him and say it's Elias.
Yes, you did.
And then he said, you're right, I always say Elijah. But I have a Brazilian friend named Elias.
Pierre puts it up, gets fouled.
He's a good painter, so if anybody needs somebody to help paint,
that's right.
Call me, the hell with him.
Pierre's going to go to the line with his team down by 6.
Minute 19 to go, 30-24. Pistons slowly coming back into the game.
30-24 does not make
an even number?
An even number.
No.
Well, it does make an even number, but it doesn't make a...
Yeah.
What do you guys call it?
Tens.
A tens?
We call
it's not on the tens?
Common denominations, whatever.
So I'll point out when it's not on the tens. I'll get more action for that.
There you go. That's what I usually do when they're here, because I have no choice. Because they steal it. They're very fast at what they do. It's very surprising, because Gobevko isn't the brightest kid on the planet.
Oh.
So I'm very shocked he can add.
And he can listen to these broadcasts.
Oh, yeah, crap. Nice pass. Peterson Orellis with an O, right? With an O.
No N at the beginning.
No. A 3.
Okay, here comes Borgella for the Hawks. Goodness gracious, these 5s, I'm telling you, I'm not going to get the 5s.
Rodney Borgella is number 5 of the Hawks.
Borgella.
Yes. Number 5 for the Pistons is Jovan Celestin.
You know what I did last game is because I had the team on the left side on top and the team on the right side on the bottom. So now I'm messing up because I'm looking for the team on the left side on top.
Well, I would give you my sheets, but it doesn't have the numbers on it, so it won't help you.
By next week, we'll hopefully be all caught up. Once again, this is my first broadcast of the season.
Should I go on the website and put the numbers next to their names?
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
And make sure you get the actual numbers, not from Dudster.
Yeah, no. Let me see this. Maybe I'll just use this.
Yeah, you can use those. I have 6 teams on there for all of today's games.
Okay.
So
I'll just have to get the other 2.
you don't need that for right
Well,
now.
I have the
though.
book, so I can,
Yeah.
I have the book,
Yep.
so we're all set.
Very good. It's 32-26. Hawks with the 6-point lead. Pistons have 11 seconds to get their final shot off of the half. Pierre crosses the timeline. Over to Bailey.
A reach-in by Borgella. Definitely was the right call. 3.7 to go, 32-26. Just a 6-point lead. The Hawks with a very limited bench. Only 1 sub. I think they only have 7 total. How many's on their roster?
They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yes,
6,
David
7,
Israel
8,
is not
9,
here.
10, 11 guys. He already marked at least 3 guys not here.
Yeah, those guys are. He's no longer on the team.
Nolan's no longer on the team.
We haven't seen him in quite a while.
I haven't seen Alice in a while.
We knew he wasn't coming today.
And Carl gave excuse.
Jace Carl, yes.
But aside from the guys being here and not being here, I talked to the coach earlier in the game, and he said that his team just has been tired regardless.
Nail for 3. Oh, in and out. And that's the half.
Hawks with a 4-point lead, 32-28.
Woo. All right, we have the first half gone by already. The Hawks have not set their tempo yet, as well as the Pistons. Pistons had a chance to start making their run. They had a few breakaways. Hawks kept it close. The Pistons started creeping back again. Only down 4 now. Sum it up.
Well, as you said, the Hawks have pretty much taken control, and the Hawks seem to be a better team so far in this game. As we see, yes, the undefeated, potentially.
I had a lot of money right now.
Super Bowls later on in today, as the
Yes,
Hawks
you will see this a week after. So I'll
Giants.
look like a genius if it all comes true.
Genius or jerk.
Well, hey, I predicted halfway through the season they will go undefeated.
Halfway through the season?
Halfway through the season, I said they'll go undefeated.
You and about 90 million other people.
No, but I also put money down, so I'm in a lot of heap of trouble if I
Back
don't
then
win.
you put it down?
Yes, I did. Because you get money, more money
Kids,
each week.
Don't gamble.
Gambling is bad. We do not
Not good.
recommend that you gamble.
Okay.
I put down fake money from Monopoly games.
Monopoly money.
But I get real money because, you know, those people are stupid.
That's right.
Gamble. I don't gamble. I just indulge.
He didn't mention that after San Francisco, he went to Las Vegas.
No, I will not mention that because if I do, I'll get in trouble from the other half. So, on that note,
No.
dude, let's see you in the second half.
Yeah, second half. Peace.
Welcome back to second half action. Bill and Daniel checking it in for the Pistons. The Hawks won the tap. They get it in the 4th quarter. Bradworth Benton right here, always representing. Bill and Daniel from Eddie Pierre trying to get it inside of Steve Sands, who sat a long time in the first half. Over to Bailey for the jumper. Nice form, good extension of the elbow. Followed through with the fingers. Nice rotation. Hits the net. Pierre brings up the ball. Over to Bailey. An off-balance, bad choice of a shot.
Bailey seems to be one of those guys where you never know which way he's going to shoot and put his feet, but somehow he gets it in. That time it wasn't working for him.
Brandon Nero, the little man, down with the trees, puts it in.
I see a lot of David Bassari in that kid.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Oh, bad pass. Watch out for the camera.
The guys were looking up court, not at the ball.
34-30, just underway in the 3rd. Hawks trying to keep pace with the Bullets. Pistons trying to stay on that win streak. Bailey for a deep deuce.
And that time he was able to set his feet, just like the first basket he made of the half.
Bailey has not seen a shot he hasn't liked yet this year.
And I don't think McMillan has either.
No, but he has found the ball with the steal. Taquan Ross coming in, dropping all his headphones. Daniel to Bailey.
We'll draw a foul there.
Jonathan Morose, the man they call Jimmy Neutron, because they say he looks like the cartoon character Jimmy Neutron.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really watch it, so I can't commentate on it.
Did Jimmy Neutron just sit in the sun for a while and get a tan?
It's quite possible. I don't see the tan, I just see 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and it's all where it's supposed to be. Washington. Oh, Steve Sands short rims it. Doesn't extend the elbow.
The hair, not even the hair, though. Jimmy Neutron has the big, floofy, put-back hair.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I never saw it. I mean, I've probably seen it once, but...
Please, I've been called Jimmy Neutron plenty of times.
Really?
Yeah. Not because I look like him, but just because my name's Jimmy. And
Well, yeah, but, you know, but your last name's Foley, so it doesn't make...
4-year-olds don't make that comparison.
Oh, true. Very true.
I've worked with kids a lot in the past, and that's what happens.
At the line, the lefty, the southpaw, Rodney Borgella.
And also with the young kids, too, you can tell them that you actually are Jimmy Neutron, and you are the voice of the character, and they like you even more.
Yes, they will believe you. I would go around telling everyone I'm SpongeBob's voice, but I can't do the voice, so I don't do it. Sean Hickey looks a little like SpongeBob if you think about it. I could be wrong, but... All right, maybe I am wrong. I don't know. Baptiste with an open layup miss, and Borgella knows he committed that mistake. Over a back foul on number 5.
But that's what you guys do. Just keep your head down and get back on defense. We didn't see the Kings do too much of that in their game.
Oh, no.
Where's my key at? Neutron, watch your right, Neutron.
See him, Neutron.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a deep triple. A little too far out of his range. Yeah, you had 9 yesterday, but who cares? Washington uses the glass, followed by Daniel, who's way too close to hit that. Kyle Rufo kicks it back out wisely.
The Hawks are arguing 3 seconds, but they have their own guys just standing around in the paint.
McMillan brings the ball to the baseline, uses his right hand even though he's a lefty, draws the foul.
Anything he can to get to the line. McMillan, a pretty good free throw percentage shooter according to the official stats. About 3/4 of the time, he'll knock it down.
Bailey brings the ball over to Pierre. Not Puri, Pierre.
That's right.
It's almost a steal by Borgella.
Wants to write it down, is that?
That's true.
That's okay.
What do we got over here? Oh, okay. Hey, good to have. Don't forget, you can always see all your action, all your statistical updates, your top scorers, the standings, the schedule, the past history, as well as the top 10 in scoring and free throws and the top 5 in threes on MNBL19.tripod.com.
That's a 1-9. That's
yes, it is. Kind of like what the Pats are going to be doing today. 19. So if you can't make the comparison to MNBL 19, just think of the Patriots. 19-0. Hopefully.
McMillan had the shot there, but it's very difficult to shoot the 3 ball from the baseline. A lot of players like to take it from the top of the key because they have that backcourt to look at.
He just took it from the top of the key and front rimmed it.
But at least he had it straight.
He did, and now he steals the ball. Good for him. He made up for his missed shot. Dylan Daniel a little too close.
Speaking of 3 balls, we really haven't seen any from Daniels today.
He's got 1. They have clamped down on him. They're playing pretty good defense. Like I said, Borgella, pure athlete. See the double pump, the penetration, the speed, the balance. I believe him. There's a Sonic player, Chris Leaston, you saw earlier today. Pure athlete. Nice in-pound pass. Beautiful work by the Pistons. Pierre to Daniel to Washington.
That's right. He found the cutter underneath, and when he wasn't able to put it back up himself, he found the guy who was ready for the shot.
That's what Pierre's better at than outside shooting. He's better at passing and driving to the hoop. Nice move by Baptiste, but sure rims it. Dave Israel is here. I don't know why he's erased. I'm sorry. He isn't erased. He's right there.
There he is. No one was erased.
Yes. Daniel with the miss. Daniel can't get that rebound, but Kyle Rufo does and draws the foul on Borgella, who looked to me like he had ball from way up here. How many is that on him? At least 3. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, sit him for 2. Good choice. Have him sit down for a couple of minutes, go back into the fourth feeling fresh. 2:17 to go, 38-34 in favor of the Hawks. Hawks are struggling. Earlier this season, there was quite a bit of controversy from last year's near Rookie of the Year, Terrence Nolan.
Right.
He was the purest shooter down here in quite a long time. Their best offensive player. Ineligible to play this season. So he will not be here at all. He had to play before their 8th game to be eligible. And the Hawks are playing their 8th game right now. Pierre draws the foul on Israel.
Strong to the basket there, Pierre. Even though he didn't have numbers, he saw the guys not setting their feet and took it right to him. Now,
I was just saying, not that I'm a genius or I'm pretty brilliant. I was just saying a minute ago that he's better at driving to the hoop. And look what he did. And he puts in a free throw.
He drove to the hoop.
He did.
See, because when he's driving to the hoop, all the players are distracted by his hair. It's just when you're running all over the place.
He does have some sort of special hairdo.
His hair is set as well, and the players can concentrate on the ball, not his hair.
Now, I can't look at these stats for Pierre at the line because the unofficial stats don't even have him listed. So that'll tell you how up-to-date he is on his stats.
He's, of course, referencing the Dudster, but hopefully he won't watch that as well.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't watch this.
You're just ripping on everybody today.
You know, I got to throw my shots when I can because I normally get destroyed. Beautiful pass, McMillan to Baptiste.
Now, who would destroy you as a commentator?
The Dudster. Go, ref, go. Really? Anyone sitting up in the seat, basically?
Oh, my goodness. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Oh, not Marcus Bailey. I apologize. Oh, opposites of Jimmy Morose? Jonathan Morose, I'm sorry.
Jimmy Neutron.
Jonathan Morose, yes.
It's all in the same.
Who's averaging just over 6 points a game. 44-38, we're under a minute. 6-point lead. Kyle Rufo, nice move to the hole. Not usually an offensive threat, but can do some work down there. He's averaging almost 4 a game.
Well, as he was cutting through, the Hawks didn't see him coming. They were watching the other offensive players, and he was able to get his shot off well.
Because he's not known for shooting, so they probably didn't expect it. Baptiste open, takes the jumper. Baptiste averaging over 17 a game.
Didn't do too much last game, though, however. Trying to pick it back up here in this third quarter, winding down.
Charles Washington.
And And just like that, Washington can bring his team right back into this game. If he makes this free throw, it'll be just 3 points they'll be down heading into the fourth quarter.
Followed by Daniel. Wide open putback. They got 4 seconds. 3, 2. You better shoot it. Neutron was not looking up. Lack of communication on the Hawks team. You got to talk to your own teammates. You got to let them know what's going on. No one person yelled, "Shoot the J!"
And usually the people in the stands are the one doing that too.
Usually they are.
They just love that Dave Chappelle.
Yes, they do. Shoot the J. Shoot it! That was probably one of his funniest episodes ever.
I'd say they all were the funniest episodes.
I will admit I'm not a big Dave Chappelle fan.
Okay.
I do enjoy the Carlos
he's back in the
Mencia.
country? He's back from Africa.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Welcome back, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, welcome back. Give me some money.
Hope you had some fun time.
I'm sure he did. He's got some money. But I thought that was probably one of the funniest episodes ever when he played Prince.
It was.
My second favorite, or probably my top favorite, is when he had Wayne Brady on the show.
Yes.
And Wayne Brady was totally out of character and played a gangster type. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because Wayne Brady, we all know, is very sensitive, song performer, actor, whatever you want to call him. Very good voice, and he came on and he shocked me. But anyway, we're back here. We got the final quarter. The Hawks versus the Pistons. Brad Benton, Jim Foley, Sean Hickey bringing you the final 10 of this Patriots Sunday.
Block and foul.
Paul Conrad yelling at Charles Washington of the Pistons to slide them feet over, and Paul Conrad knows because he's got some big damn feet. For years when he played for the Sixers organization, the 3 years he played, every player against him was trying to step on his feet because his feet were too big for his body.
Orellis.
Peterson.
That's right.
Without the N.
And at the end of Peterson. So it'd be Peterson Orellis.
Yeah, if you go one name, there's the N.
There you go.
Maybe that's where he screwed his own name up.
All right.
For 3, he's got 2 of them.
That's what I like to see. I was waiting for that type.
Catch and shoot brings it to a 1-point game. Borgella going back into the game with 3 fouls. He's got 2 more to go, and he's bye-bye. McMillan off the glass. Nice play. Couldn't get it to go. Follows it in. Good concentration.
That's right. Kept his eye on the ball the entire time as everybody else was trying to get their position. He just slid right through.
Are you going to town line? Oh, you are.
McMillan seems to be taking over for the Hawks offense right now.
Earlier in the year, Johnny Mack was a member of the Sixers organization. Asked to be traded to be with his boy Terrence Nolan. The Sixers granted him the trade. Ever since then, the Sixers are undefeated, and Bell and Daniel just nails another 3.
And there's no Terrence Nolan.
And there's what?
And we haven't even seen Terrence Nolan.
Correct. He never played a game.
There you go.
And then he asked to be traded back to the Sixers. The Hawks said, not going to happen.
So that wasn't really a good trade. That was like a Randy Moss for a 4th-rounder trade.
Well, no, it was actually a good trade for the Hawks.
Well,
because without Nolan, they got a proven scorer.
Right.
To take his place.
But the other team...
Nice move by Washington, who got scared. His butt cheeks got tight. Morose with the blows the body layup. Banaco Stroud's losing. He just ran in the hallway. I thought a dread might have popped off his head. 52-50 on the shoulders. The thin, squared shoulders of Bell and Daniel. He's wide open. Now Dave Israel, their center, comes all the way out to stop it, which is a good choice because he's tall. Bailey, poor shot.
That's not exactly his
Baptiste, oh, it was a nice idea. It was a good look, just threw it a little too fast.
That's right, you like to run the fast break when the other team's behind you. Hawks seem to be a faster team than this Pistons team. The Pistons like to slow it down, set their offense.
The Hawks are a running team. They always have been. Since they've been back in the league for 5 years, there's Daniel again for 3 more.
What better time than now to step it up from behind the
They get their first lead in a while. I don't understand why no one is playing him man. All he does is shoot threes. Nice pass to Mike Jean-Baptiste.
Came all the way around the left side of the zone and got wide open. They weren't even looking at him.
Bailey doesn't use the glass. Oh, a traveling violation.
That's right. Should have passed it off there when he didn't have the step. Instead, just decided to take the step, and it was a travel.
It was a beautiful move. If he just dribbled one more, he would have had himself a nice easy layup.
He didn't have any room to dribble the ball in that crowd.
It was a good play. He just one less dribble, could have dropped the pass like you said.
That's right.
6 minutes exactly, 54-53. It's going back and forth. And who keeps dribbling the ball? Oh, no, it's not a ball. It's someone kicking their foot. But that's okay. I just heard the thumping back
That
right
is
here.
a kicking foot.
Yes, it is.
Or it's my head thumping. One of the two.
It could be. I'd really like some food because I'm going to be traveling down since this broadcast is usually a week and a half late, so you really can't stalk me. I'm going to be going down to the town line to Club Rain to enjoy the Patriots game with a fine buffet selection down there at Club Rain with my man Ray, the manager.
Sounds wonderful.
Should be. I hope there's some caviar,
yes,
some wine. There might be some Cristal down there.
I'll be at a friend's place hanging out, watching his plasma screen TV in the basement, or the other option is a projector upstairs.
Now, I see on the bench, Jovan Walcott has one of his beautiful daughters on the bench with him. I wonder if she's going to play at all. If someone gets in foul trouble, could they suit her up?
I don't see why not. Is that in the room? I don't think it's in the room.
I don't know. She's on the bench. I just thought she might be playing.
Well,
Daniel's forcing it now. Good defense there by McMillan.
Maybe he's teaching her to take over as coach.
Maybe.
10 years from now, who knows?
It's quite possible. We haven't had a female coach down here, but we had 2 female players. One is a member of the 2002 Sonic Championship team.
That'll tie it right back up at 54 apiece.
Steve Sands at the line. Not one of the Pistons' more prolific scorers. Big body. Misses the second. Sands is only a 14% free throw shooter. Only attempted 7, but only hit 1.
That follow-up put them up by 2, though.
Morose loves to shoot the 3. Misses that one. Oh, bad pass. 3-on-1. He's not look nice. Look to the middle finally. Baptiste couldn't handle it, but Borgella does on the weak side.
Great defense, though, by Sands. Almost was able to stop the possession from happening, but the Hawks had too many, stop the basket from happening, excuse me, but the Hawks had just too many guys there to clean it up.
56-56.
The Hawks are arguing that it should have been a jump ball because both teams had a handle on it, yet the referee saying the Pistons had possession already before the foul call or jump ball, any type of call was made.
This is true. This game is being brought to you by Molten Neighborhood Basketball League, a non-profit organization for your neighborhood kids who can't make your high school team or don't qualify to make your high school team or just need an outlet. Everyone is accepted, nobody is cut. So during next season, come on down and join us. And maybe if you're into TV broadcasting, you can help us in the booth. But for now, on the court, Milton Osborne going face-to-face with Dave Israel. I think Dave Israel better think twice about raising his voice to Milton Osborne.
I agree.
Marcus Bailey tries to find a hole. Good hands by Baptiste. And we got a reach-in foul. I think it's on Borgella. Calling the reach. That's 2 pairs on him. One more. He's saying bye. But there's only 4 minutes to go in the game.
Can't afford to lose him.
No, he's very quick. Backup point guard.
4 minutes is plenty of time to get that 5th foul, though.
Oh, absolutely, especially with stop time. This final 4 minutes could probably take us a good 15.
Yeah, you can't step over the line when you're shooting, by the way.
Nah, it's bad. Definitely bad.
That could be huge if we look later in the game. And
oh, there's the steal, but he hits it a little too hard.
If he could have made that one free throw, he could have had his team in the lead right now. Instead, it's still tied up.
So you're basically saying he blew it.
All right, well, we'll see, potentially.
Johnny Mac staying patient. The Hawks need, oh, nice pass inside. Borgello on the weak side, too. I don't get that where his positioning is. Baptiste should be over there. Borgello should be down where Baptiste is. He's a lefty.
Either way, McMillan was unselfish on that play, taking a lot of the shots before that, finally able to distribute.
He's got an open man. He can't get him in the ball. It's on Eddie Pierre.
Because it was before the shot, they'll have to inbound instead of go to the line.
Borgello, it's all set. Nice inside pass. Baptiste can't handle it. Saves it to Morose. Near steal by Daniel. Pierre picks it up. Got an open pair. Him. Bailey. Tied up again.
An offensive contributor here in this second half has proven huge.
Borgello, nice pass to Baptiste. 2-point lead again. 2.5 to go. The remainder of the game.
Hawks need defense here, and there they get it.
Now they got a 3-on-1. Should drop it to the middle. Never mind. 62-58 for a combination of 120. Nailed it.
Nice.
And that ball goes right through the Pistons.
Forgot about that.
I certainly did too.
Yeah.
Because I could have had a bunch of them in the past 10 minutes.
I'm sure I could have as well. I'll get one before the season's up.
I'm sure you will. You have time. As long as you get it before Nesta. Nice play. Borgello short rims that one. McMillan got away with a lucky over the back on that one.
That's true. Washington almost took a face plant there. That was Sands who fell to the ground, excuse me.
It's a push on Steve Sands. A loose ball. That's 2 pairs on him. Steve Sands has been known to get a little frustrated here and there. Not a hothead, but gets very agitated. Dave Israel with the jumper, no good. Goes off of Sands, and Bailey can't save it. Stays Hawk ball. 1:46 to go in the game.
This would be a huge basket for the Hawks.
It'll put pressure on the Pistons. Baptiste can't handle it. Baptiste is not having a typical game. Oh, near backcourt. Luckily, he turns it around. And that's a bad pass by Daniel. And Sands sitting there yelling about the bad pass, not hustling back on defense.
Unfortunately for them, the Hawks weren't able to convert a basket. We saw way too many of that in the previous couple games today.
The Hawks are up 4 with 1:20 to go. They should just start to kill the clock.
Only a 2-possession game. Anything can happen here. You just got to be smart with it.
You got to kill the clock.
Smart
nice play by Borgello. Morose is open. Dropped the pass. Beautiful pass. Got the foul first.
Pierre picks up his third personal. That'll put the Hawks in the bonus.
Minute 10 to go.
So even though it wasn't on the shot, he'll still get at least one free throw.
This is true. It's live. Still a two-possession game no matter what, a 3 and a 2.
That's right.
Hits this, it's a three-possession game.
And we know the Pistons can hit threes.
Especially Bell and Daniel. Not many else. APA has tried, but he's very flat. Bailey, they needed that quick score, and they got it.
There you go.
Good transition offense for the Pistons. They needed the quick basket, under a minute. Oh, we got a reach. It's a reaching foul by Bailey.
That's right, you can't reach in from behind. If you want to get a jump ball call, you have to be facing the ball, too.
Exactly, good call. Wow, you're actually intelligent. I knew that, I was just saying it.
You're right, I haven't exactly been proving that so far, but I just try to make, when I do say something smart, it sounds even smart.
That's true. Smarter. Morose hits it, still back to a two-possession game. Generazio coming back into the game. He's suffering from some ailment. Tough breathing out there. They want to get him back in, even for 52 seconds, to give him Morose a rest. They're up 5. The Hawks feel comfortable with this lead. But with Bell and Daniel on the other end, I'd be careful.
That's right. Pistons will call a timeout here to try to regroup, figure out what they're going to do to get back from 5 points down just a minute to play.
What the Pistons need to do is set a couple picks and get Daniel open, because the Hawks are going to key on him. I bet they send someone out to cover him one-on-one, make sure he doesn't get his threes off. And in turn, the Pistons still have a two-possession game no matter what. They should just go after the quick basket like they just did with Marcus Bailey getting open on the break.
And talking about the pick and roll, I mean, that's something we don't really see too much here in this MNBL. We're talking about fundamentals in the previous couple of games, especially the first game. The top two teams, especially the Sixers, they know how to play some fundamental basketball, and that's one of the reasons why they are able to keep their undefeated streak alive. With some of the middle to lower teams, that's one thing that I've noticed has been a bit of an issue. They have some talented players, some of them, still undersized with new guys, but if they learn to just play fundamentals, they can make up for that.
True, very true. We got 52.7 to go, 65-60. The Hawks in the lead by 5. The Pistons have possession. J-Mac will be covering Daniel end to end. It's a smart move. They got to keep the ball, and they're trying to get it to him. He's going to force it up.
But they
and they threw it away. Borgella throws it up to McMillan. They got a 2-on-1 as a travel. He traveled. Good call. That helps the Pistons. Two-possession game. They should realize that the Hawks are knowingly watching Daniel. They should find an open man down low. They need to score twice.
They're throwing 2, 3 guys at him at once.
Good hands by Borgella again. Says it to Pierre. They need to score. They don't need a 3. They just need to score no matter what. And then there's a foul in three-point land by Generazio.
Bailed out.
And Bailey is a very good free throw shooting player.
There's no way that shot was going in. He was just throwing it up, and he was whacked. Such a bailout play. And as you mentioned, he'll get a better chance of getting these points at the line.
The Hawks called a timeout. They're a little upset that the foul was committed.
Just a little. Take this final chance to remind you about the award-winning Around the Rim, which airs live every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Check it out on either Channel 3 or 15. ATL replays every Friday night as well at 11 on Channel 3. It also replays on Saturday afternoons at 1 and Sunday nights at 6:30. Check it out on Channel 3.
You know what else is on Channel 3? The award-winning Wrestling Center.
Show. I was waiting for that.
Yes, Wrestling Center 1.tripod.com. You can see the past month's episodes online. Just click the past episodes link, and you can see the last month's shows. if you're into wrestling.
I look forward to it.
Last week we did highlight the Royal Rumble. We all made our predictions. No one in the world saw Cena coming, so I guess, we were all wrong. I'm waiting for the Big Show to come back. He's been in the backstage for the past couple weeks. Bailey shooting threes. Got to hit them all to help the Pistons' chances. If he only hits this one, it's a two-possession game. He needs at least 2 out of the 3. So far, so good. He's a very good free throw shooting player. Like I said, he's in the top 10. I believe he's number 4.
If you're the Hawks, you got to make sure you
get that was flat. Oh, they needed that.
Exactly.
They got to commit the foul. David Israel's a good man to foul.
Great heads-up play by Israel to sneak out in front and grab that rebound before it got back to the shooter.
Both Pistons were in front of them, and they both claimed they had the ball in their hands, but the referee saw a foul. I didn't see a foul. I'm sorry. I thought it was good positioning. Jonathan Morose, the game's not over. He's on his cell phone. What's up with that? Who do you think he is? Sean Hickey? Thinks he's popular? Hickey's phone don't stop blowing up.
No messages right now, though.
Nothing.
In the last 5 seconds.
No, Mommy hasn't called. That's 5 on Steve's hands. He's saying bye-bye.
So long.
The Pistons do need that rebound.
You don't want to get teed up even after you get thrown out of the game.
Yes, Israel at the line misses, and the Pistons need the board. But Israel does it again. It's a jump ball.
Wow.
Israel has a good 4 inches on Bell and Daniel.
I mentioned to you earlier, and I'll say it again, fundamentals. Get the rebound on the missed free throw. Simple things.
Dave Israel sees Generosio to his right. Daniel goes up. McMillan, good hustle. They got to foul him. And they did. 14.6. McMillan needs to hit 1 of these, and it's pretty much over.
He's been getting to the line more than a couple of times here this game, so hopefully he's fresh for his team's sake.
Best free throw shooter in the league before this weekend. Misses the first. He does have 2. It's a double bonus. Actually, he was in the process of shooting. So he shoots from, I'm getting in position, 14.6. Violation on the Hawks.
And that gives the Pistons a chance.
Timeout, Pistons.
Timeout, that's right.
What's that, honey? Thank you. (65-62), 13.8 to go. I'm standing next to undefeated head coach Cliff Williams of the Sixers. Cliff Williams, did you see this game going quite the way it is?
No.
Good answer. Back to you, Jim.
Oh, thank you so much.
Can you spell dough for me?
Leave him alone, he's sick.
I just hope you can make it down the rain with us and enjoy quite a few drinks for that little belly problem you got going. All right, never mind. I'm going to have some Diet Coke and whatever they serve us. He has lost his tan a little bit. Which I highlighted yesterday on this broadcast. It is Black History Month. We need to show a little more love there, Commissioner. So to my daughter Delaney out there in Georgia, happy month. She is of the African descent, sort of. She's from Dorchester. 16. 13.8 Pistons ball. They need a 3 or a quick basket and hopefully for a foul. Oh, and there's still Borgella, like I said, total athlete. Inside for Washington, good move. Oh, he short rims it. The Hawks got to move that ball. Baptiste gets fouled by Pierre. Now we got the foul, and that's the game. Little controversy here at the end, Jim. What's going on?
Well, it looked like he was fouled at first, but then Pierre fouled the guy at first, but they didn't actually make the call.
No, they didn't blow the whistle.
Exactly. So he looked away, and when he realized the whistle hadn't been blown yet, he had to go back and foul him again, and then the buzzer went off. But there was still time left on the clock, just about 9 or 8 tenths of a second, though. And it really won't matter here. If the Hawks make any free throws, then the game will be over regardless. But if they miss for any reason, the Pistons will have a very small chance to just heave it up and maybe hope to get it in. If they do have a timeout left, though,
it's exactly 1 second.
They can regroup themselves.
No timeouts for the Pistons. 1 second left. Down 3. Hawks are at the line. They hit one shot. It's over.
There you go.
Mike Baptiste at the line. I don't know if it's double bonus. I didn't hear.
Yes, the double bonus.
It is. So he's shooting 2. All he needs is 1. He's an average free throw shooter, so I'm going to say he hits 1. There it is.
That's the game right there.
That's it. I guess Jonathan Moroz is in a hurry. He's got his jacket and his bag in his hand already. Probably got to go to work. Either that or he got a big Super Bowl party he's heading to. Threw it off. He's got to hit the rim. Violation. Doesn't matter. The Hawks can walk off the court and let him shoot the 3. It doesn't matter. Just hit his free throw percentage. And that's the game. 66-62 in favor of the Hawks. I'm going to go on my normal right side this time.
Oh, please.
Oh, here we go again. I got to go to Nesta's side. Now we have 66-62. The Hawks keeping pace with the Bullets, keeping pace with everybody else above them. Everybody else underneath is quite a mess. But the Hawks came out victorious towards the very end of the game, despite Bell and Daniel launching 3 threes late or early in the 4th to help the Pistons come back and challenge for this victory. But the Pistons have lost quite a few games this year by near margins. We have you back your first weekend here. What do you have to say to sum up these 3 games today and the Hawks' victory?
Well, all close games, all exciting games. It looks to be a great rest of the season. I look forward to it.
Well, it's going to be a mess. So for Brad Rose Benton, Jim Foley, Sean Hickey helping on camera for Game 3. We'll see you at the next games.